About today's wedding. I got back together with my ex, so it's canceled. Sorry, it's an hour before. Just explain it somehow to your parents.
What? What are you talking about? The ceremony is about to start.
Can't you read? I said it's canceled.
I can read perfectly fine. I just can't believe what I'm reading. We have 200 guests here.
That's why I'm telling you before it starts. I got back together with my ex, so it's canceled. You understand what I'm saying, right?
No, I don't understand. We've been planning this for a year.
Plans change. People change. I changed.
No way, are you serious? Which ex are you talking about?
Does it matter? Someone from the past.
Of course it matters. We're supposed to get married in an hour.
That's none of your business. Anyway, that's how it is, so handle it.
Handle it? Handle it? My entire family flew in from overseas.
Well, they can enjoy a vacation in Japan then.
What kind of joke is this? Canceling an hour before? All the guests are already here.
Not my problem anymore. You're good at organizing things.
You can't just dump this all on me.
I'll return their wedding gifts. That should be fine, right?
The gifts? That's what you're worried about?
Well, we can't keep them if there's no wedding.
But what about the wedding cost? We can't pay for them without the gift money.
Just consider that your wedding gift to me. That works, right?
Are you insane? The venue alone cost 3 million yen.
Think of it as an investment in my happiness.
Of course that doesn't work. What kind of nerve do you have to say something so entitled?
Well, isn't that what weddings are about? If that's the case, you shouldn't be taking gift money from guests either. That would be entitled too.
That's completely different and you know it.
How is it different? Money is money.
Hey, that's completely twisted logic.
You're just not seeing it from my perspective.
Your perspective? You mean the perspective of someone abandoning their fiancé an hour before the wedding?
Anyway, I'm counting on you for the wedding costs. Well, even if you complain, I won't listen. I'm never gonna see you again anyway.
You can't just ghost me after dropping this bomb.
Watch me.
First, twisted logic. Now you're just being outright shameless. You're seriously the worst.
You're the worst one for not recognizing true love. I love Sarah. That's why I'm marrying her. I don't need anyone else criticizing me.
Sarah? You just dropped her name like I'm supposed to know who that is?
Oh, right. I hadn't mentioned her name yet.
Anyone else? What do you think I am to you?
Just someone who was my fiancé until now, but now you're a complete stranger. We have no connection anymore.
4 years of dating means nothing to you?
The past is the past. Love moves forward, not backward.
This is too cruel. How could you do this? What are you going to tell your family? Your father is really strict. He won't tolerate this kind of behavior.
My father's opinion doesn't matter anymore.
He gave you your job, your apartment.
I don't care about any of that. I'm prepared to be disowned. I've decided I want to be with Sarah, no matter what.
You throw everything away for someone you just got back together with?
When you know, you know.
Jason, you used to be such an honest person.
Honesty? That all crumbles in the face of true love. You should hurry up and find someone else too. Why don't you find someone within the next hour and have the ceremony with them?
Is this really the time for sarcasm?
Who said I'm being sarcastic? The venue's already paid for.
Do you really need to mock me? I'm already hurt enough as it is.
I'm not mocking you, just giving advice. You'll feel less pathetic if you find someone quickly.
I can't believe I never saw this cruel side of you before.
Maybe you weren't looking hard enough.
So you know I'm feeling pathetic right now, and you know you're the cause of it too.
Of course I feel bad about it, but what can I do? I fell in love with Sarah again.
Sarah? You mean Sarah from our college club? The senior?
Yeah, that's Sarah. Good memory.
The one who barely spoke to you?
Things were different then. We've both grown.
Well, I got a lot of help from her as a junior. Have you been in contact with her this whole time?
No, actually, I ran into her a few days ago. She's become several times more beautiful than the Sarah I knew. I just fell for her again.
You're throwing away our relationship because you saw her on the street?
When you put it that way, it sounds bad.
Oh, I see. And she's okay with this marriage.
Of course she is. We connect on a spiritual level. I've always thought maybe Sarah was the one I was meant to be with, and that feeling turned out to be right. It's destiny.
Destiny doesn't usually involve hurting so many people.
Sometimes sacrifices have to be made for love.
If I keep listening to this, I'm going to lose my mind. Well, I hope you and Sarah are very happy together.
Yeah, we will be, whether you say it or not.
Is this really okay? Is this really how you want to throw me away?
That's what I've been saying, isn't it? Stop asking the same thing over and over, and don't forget about the wedding costs.
You're really fixated on the money, aren't you?
Just being practical.
I see. I understand.
Good, I'm counting on you. Don't forget to explain everything to the guests.
Right, because that's my job now too.
Exactly. Now you're getting it. I knew you'd understand eventually.
I understand perfectly.
Hey, Sarah, I canceled the wedding with Amy. Let's run away together.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I just ended everything with Amy. We can be together now.
Who is this?
It's Jason from college. We just saw each other the other day.
Jason? From the tennis club?
Yes, I knew you'd remember me.
Why are you messaging me?
I mean, we can get married now. I canceled the wedding that was supposed to happen in an hour. I'll never see Amy again. You're the only one for me.
Wait a minute. Are you serious? Why would you and I get married?
Because we're meant to be together. I've never forgotten you.
I barely remember you.
Why? Don't make me say it. It's because we're in love, obviously.
In love? But we broke up ages ago. We only dated for a week in college. I barely even count that as dating.
A week that changed my life forever.
We went on 2 coffee dates.
Come on, stop playing coy. That week in college was the most wonderful time of my life. Let's make that time eternal.
Are you feeling okay?
Never better now that I've found you again.
No, this makes no sense. Why are you deciding things on your own? I didn't even enjoy that time. You were just annoying and pretentious.
You don't mean that. You're just scared of your feelings.
I'm not scared. I'm concerned about your mental state.
Come on, why can't you be honest? We can get married now. We can be husband and wife. Why are you being so cold?
I told you, I'm not getting married to you. Why do you think I would want to marry you?
Because of our connection. Our chemistry.
What connection? What chemistry?
But we ran into each other the other day, didn't we? You were so nice to me then. You must have been holding on to feelings for me.
I said hello because I recognized you from college. That's basic politeness.
You smiled at me. That meant something.
Of course I was polite. You're someone I knew from a long time ago. Actually, I wanted to ignore you. What feelings? I have no lingering feelings at all.
Then why did you ask how I was doing?
That's just small talk. Normal people do that.
I've been thinking about you ever since we broke up. Even when I had other girlfriends, I always thought you were my soulmate.
Creepy.
It's not creepy, it's romantic. I've been waiting for this moment.
You've been obsessing over 2 coffee dates for years?
Time went by and I was about to marry someone else. Then, days before my wedding, fate brought us together.
This is seriously messed up. You're really creeping me out. Why are you narrating like this is some romance novel?
Our love story is better than any novel.
There is no love story.
I knew it had to be destiny. You appeared right when I was having doubts about marrying Amy, and you were so happy to see me again.
I wasn't happy at all. I was just being polite. Besides, I'm already married.
Married? To who?
That's none of your business.
I see. Oh, your poor husband. He's about to lose his beloved wife.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm promising you a better future.
Your brain is what's poor. Let's make this crystal clear. I have no intention of marrying you.
What do you mean?
Which part of no is unclear to you?
Don't act surprised now. You must have felt something when we met.
I've been saying this the whole time.
You won't marry me? Fine, then we'll have an affair. That's not so bad either. Forbidden love is the most passionate.
Stop. Just stop.
Think about it. The excitement, the passion.
What's with this affair talk? I don't like you. I couldn't care less about you. I love my husband.
You only think you love him.
I know I love him.
Sarah, that love isn't real. Deep down, you must know that I'm your true soulmate.
Hey, Amy's the one from our college club, right?
Yeah, she is. Apparently, she's had a thing for me since college, but she's nothing to me now.
She must be at the venue right now, right? She must be devastated after you canceled the wedding.
Yeah, probably. It's sad, but it can't be helped. I had to follow my heart.
Your heart or your delusions?
My pure, true feelings for you.
You know what? The more I hear about this, the more I feel sorry for Amy. She was such a sweet, genuine girl. I still remember her. She really fell for your Mr. Nice Guy act, didn't she?
Love demands sacrifices. Nothing can be done about it.
Love doesn't demand hurting innocent people.
Sometimes pain is necessary for true happiness.
I'm gonna be sick. Amy, it's been a long time. It's Sarah. Remember me from college?
What now? Are you here to mock me too?
No, please, hear me out. This isn't what you think.
I don't want to hear about your love story with Jason.
There is no love story. That's exactly what I need to tell you.
What do you mean? That it's destiny?
No, that's not it at all. Listen, everything Jason's saying is complete nonsense. I have zero intention of marrying him.
What do you mean? But he canceled our wedding for you.
He canceled your wedding because he's lost his mind. I had nothing to do with this.
But he said you two reconnected.
We didn't reconnect at all. He's making everything up. He's completely lost it. We bumped into each other a few days ago, and I was just being polite. I just said hello and nodded along to everything he said until I could find a chance to get away. He totally misinterpreted it.
You just said hello to him?
Literally, just hi and how are you?
Really? Is that possible? Can someone really misunderstand things that badly from just a casual conversation?
I'm looking at the messages right now and I can't believe it either.
He seemed so sure about your feelings for each other.
That's why I was so shocked too. There are no feelings. I'm happily married. But Amy, you know Jason pretty well. You know how he can be, right?
Yeah, I do. He's like an extreme narcissist, super full of himself.
Is it really hard to believe that he'd do something like this?
Looking back, no. I guess I just didn't want to see it.
He's good at appearing nice on the surface, but when you get to know him well, you start seeing that side of him. Anyway, I absolutely won't marry Jason. I'm already happily married.
Oh, I see. That's kind of a relief, though I definitely don't want to marry Jason anymore after all this.
I wouldn't either after seeing his true colors.
I can't believe he made up this entire fantasy about you two.
I feel terrible that he used me as an excuse to hurt you.
So you contacted me to clear up this misunderstanding?
Yes, but that's not all. I couldn't just stay quiet after seeing what he did.
What do you mean?
Well, partly that, but also guys like him need to learn their lesson with one big public embarrassment. So I was thinking,
What are you suggesting?
I have screenshots of everything he said to me.
Everything?
Every delusional message, every creepy declaration of love.
And you'd be willing to share those?
More than willing. He needs to face consequences.
All the guests are still here.
Exactly. And they should all know exactly why the wedding was canceled.
Won't that be awkward for you?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide. I'm the victim of his delusions too.
You'd really help me expose him?
After what he did to you? Absolutely.
Even though we haven't talked since college?
Women's solidarity. Plus, I remember how kind you were to the juniors in the club.
Thank you, Sarah.
Don't thank me yet. Let's plan this properly.
What's your idea?
Let him think he's won first. Let him think you'll take him back.
And then?
And then we show everyone exactly who Jason really is.
I'm listening.
Amy, pick up your phone.
What do you want?
Come on, be reasonable. I'm saying I'll marry you, as planned. You should do what I say while I'm still offering.
Oh, now you want to marry me?
I thought about it. Sarah's not worth losing everything over.
You're being so condescending. You're the one who canceled the wedding, remember?
Ancient history. That was like an hour ago.
The guests are still here, Jason.
Perfect timing, then! That's why I'm saying I changed my mind! Come on, don't you think you should be more cooperative?
Cooperative? After what you did?
Look, I'm being generous here.
Generous?
I'm giving you another chance.
Fine, let's have the wedding.
Really? Just like that?
Do you or don't you?
Good! That's a smart decision. It's best for you to just quietly marry me.
You shameless jerk.
Hey, be nice. I'm doing you a favor.
A favor?
Saving you from embarrassment. You just realized you can't live without me. I knew I couldn't abandon you.
That's rich, considering how desperately you've been calling me.
I wasn't desperate. I was being considerate.
Is that what you call it?
Well, let's not sweat the small stuff. We're a bit late, but let's have the wedding.
Sure, let's have the wedding.
Good. Act normal in front of everyone.
You really are the most self-centered man ever.
Stop with the attitude. But you agreed to marry me, right? You must still want me after all.
Ugh.
Hey, what's going on? This is completely different from the original program.
Oh? You don't like my special edition?
Why is everyone looking at their phones?
You were going to ditch the wedding anyway, so stop complaining about every little thing.
No, but what was with that speech? You publicly shared my WhatsApp messages with Sarah. Where did you even get those?
What do you think? Use your brain.
Sarah? But why?
You really don't get it, do you?
Get what? What's happening?
She was so creeped out by you that she felt sorry for me and sent me screenshots of everything.
She wouldn't do that to me.
She already did.
But why?
So I could expose you like this, of course. Show everyone just how messed up you are.
You can't do this to me.
I just did.
What?
There are tons of people from college here today. I figured they'd all love to hear about this. Oh, and by the way, that speech was all recorded.
You recorded it?
Every word.
What do you mean?
Sarah's going to upload it online for all our college friends who couldn't make it today.
You two planned this?
Surprised?
That'll only make Sarah look bad. Everyone will see she's a traitor.
A traitor to what? Your imaginary relationship?
To our love!
How on earth would this make Sarah a traitor? Your thinking is seriously warped.
I only pursued true love. You're all trying to make a fool out of me. The guests must understand how I feel.
They understand exactly how you are.
They'll sympathize with me.
No way, everyone's completely disgusted with you.
Whatever. You're still gonna marry me as planned, right? Fine, I'll play along with this little show of yours.
Oh, sorry, I changed my mind. The wedding's off.
Ah!
Did I stutter?
You can't do this!
I thought about it, and I really don't want to get married. Who knows when you'll find your next true love?
Hey, stop messing around! You just promised a minute ago!
Like you promised to marry me today?
That was different!
You were the first one to break promises, weren't you? No matter what you say, I'm not marrying you.
Hey, you're acting weird. Weren't you always such a sweet, obedient girl?
Obedient? Is that what you thought of me as?
No, I just misspoke. I mean, like a girl who always does what she's told.
That's even worse. Forget it. I'm definitely not marrying you.
Are you trying to humiliate me?
No need. You've done that yourself.
I can explain everything to everyone.
You're already thoroughly humiliated.
Sarah, please answer me. Sarah, I know you're reading these. Come on, Sarah. This is too cruel. The wedding's canceled and everyone's giving me the cold shoulder. Everyone seems to be misunderstanding me.
Misunderstanding? I showed them your exact words. I showed everyone exactly what you said to me. Of course they're giving you the cold shoulder.
Those messages were private. You betrayed our love.
Ew, there was no love to betray.
This is all because you had to do something stupid. Why? We fell in love again, didn't we?
We never fell in love in the first place. We just passed each other on the street. You're seriously scaring me now.
But you smiled at me. Don't be afraid of your feelings.
I'm afraid of your delusions.
Love sometimes creates fear. After all, love is the root of human nature.
Stop with the weird philosophy.
Our love is deeper than philosophy.
I seriously don't understand what you're saying. Look, if you keep harassing me, I'm going to take legal action.
Legal action for what?
Harassment, stalking, take your pick.
I'm not harassing you. I'm expressing my feelings.
Your unwanted delusional feelings.
They're not delusional.
Against a married woman. Just get out of here.
Get out? That's so cruel. Please, marry me. At this rate, I'll end up alone.
You did this to yourself. I'm already married and I love my husband. I don't care if you end up alone. It's your own fault, obviously.
But our connection!
There is no connection. Just snap out of it and take a look at the people around you. Your guest. I can already imagine what they must be thinking.
Why is everyone looking at me like that? Wait, what's happening? What's going on with me?
How can you not understand? Just sit down and think for a minute. Then maybe you'll realize what a terrible situation you put yourself in.
Oh God, what have I done? Amy, please. Amy, I'm sorry. Amy, I'm really, really sorry. I lost my mind when I saw Sarah again, but I'm back to normal now, really.
Back to normal because Sarah rejected you?
No, I realized my mistake.
So what? You want me to pretend nothing happened and marry you?
Yeah, please. My dad just said he's going to disown me.
Weren't you prepared for that? And that's what you said earlier.
Please, I was crazy earlier. I don't know what I was thinking, and now... Anyway, that was when I wasn't thinking straight. This is seriously bad. I work at my dad's company.
Actions have consequences. You brought this on yourself.
I know, but please help me. Yeah, that's true, but none of my college friends will even talk to me anymore. This is really bad for me.
And now you care what people think?
I always cared.
Kind of pathetic how you're only coming to your senses now, after everything's already ruined.
Give me another chance.
Like you gave me.
We can still fix this. Please, Amy, marry me. You're the only one I truly love.
Now I'm the only one?
You always were.
Absolutely not. Goodbye. Oh, and by the way, since we're returning all the wedding gifts, you'll be handling the venue payment, okay?
But wait, you said you'd pay for that.
When did I say that?
Earlier.
I never agreed to that. And since there's no wedding anymore, you don't need any wedding gifts, right?
How am I supposed to pay for everything?
Not my problem. Well, enjoy your lonely life. Goodbye.
Wait, please, I'm begging you. I really do love you. Abandoning me like this, isn't that too cruel?
Weren't you the one who said true love can be cruel?
I didn't mean it like this.
Goodbye, Jason.
Please don't leave me.
After that, the wedding was canceled, and Jason had to pay all the venue cost himself. The venue fee alone was 3 million yen, not counting the catering, flowers, and other arrangements that couldn't be canceled on such short notice. His credit cards were maxed out trying to cover everything. He was disowned by his family, just as his father had warned. His father, a traditional businessman who valued reputation above all, couldn't tolerate such a public scandal. Not only did Jason lose his inheritance, but he was also immediately fired from his position at his father's company. His younger brother was promoted to his former role. All his friends from college, after seeing the screenshots and video of his behavior, cut ties with him completely. Some even went as far as to publicly condemn his actions on social media. The story spread through their alumni network, and soon Jason found himself blocked by nearly everyone he knew. Abandoned by his friends, family, and colleagues, and of course, lost his job at his father's company. The combination of unemployment and wedding debt forced him to move out of his company-subsidized apartment. Now he's living a lonely life with no job, no money, and no allies. Even his mother, who had always sided with him in family disputes, couldn't defend his actions this time. Apparently, he really has come back to his senses and understands how foolish he was. But it's kind of cruel how he only regained his sanity after everything was beyond repair. He tried reaching out to various friends and family members to apologize, but no one was willing to hear him out. He must regret his actions every single day. Sarah's husband, after seeing Jason's messages, filed a harassment complaint with the police. This resulted in a formal warning being issued to Jason, further damaging his reputation and employment prospects. Sarah herself had to change her phone number and adjust her social media privacy settings to avoid any further contact from him. This incident led to Sarah and me becoming friends, and now we often go out for meals together. What started as a shared traumatic experience has blossomed into a genuine friendship. At first, we talked about Jason a lot, but now we've become best friends who don't even think about him anymore. We meet at least once a week for coffee. While I was deeply hurt by this incident, I think I can move on knowing that I gained a best friend in return. Sarah's friendship helped me recognize the red flags I had been ignoring in my relationship with Jason. Looking back, that canceled wedding might have been the best thing that ever happened to me. It showed me who my real friends were, taught me to value myself more, and led me to find genuine happiness. Sometimes, the worst moments in life can lead to the best outcomes. Just not in the way someone like Jason would imagine.